solved.
Anywho, I have clicked the record button, and now I get to say what up.
What's up?
Bubble Girl,
Yeah.
a character that I have grossly overestimated in the past.
Yeah.
Grossly overestimated in the past.
She's still cool, though.
She is still super cool. Hit me with a pitch. What's going on here?
All right. So, this is kind of a deck inspired by Lightning Rod. Because
Okay.
Lightning Rod gives you the 2 free foundations. And my brain's like, oh, that's cool. I can, that gives me, 2 extra foundations to tap for Bubble Girl.
Yeah.
That's neat. And then it just kind of was, spiraling from there of, oh, I can, Invisible Infiltration to get that foundation back for free. Or I can, Canister Creation to turn those free Lightning Rod foundations into real foundations. But also, on the deflect side, I'm like, I have Bubble Distraction. I knock off a bunch of damage with that, and then I can deflect to zero it out, and then get the free momentum. Or do that with Referee Jury, and then Lightning Rod. And then just all these neat little combos that were coming up, and I was like, I want to put that in a deck. And it sounds really cool with Bubble Girl.
I dig it. No, I totally dig it. This is that's neat. This is a very cool idea. What do you need my help with?
I think I need to cut some cards because it's like a big 80 card deck right now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree fully.
And then
How many attacks are you looking at playing?
Probably 20-ish. Because it probably only needs to be cut by 10 cards or so.
Okay.
Needs to be more like a 70 card deck than an 80 card deck.
Sure. I mean, the easiest thing to do is just to cut 2 of these calorie counters, right? Calorie counter being like a surprise is way better than being flooded with having double calorie counter in your hand ever is really bad, especially in a character that her whole job is I want to give speed and make things unblockable. You're just sitting here with calorie counters being like, what the heck is going on? If you have rescue counterattack, it's the only low block you'll ever need because you block with it and then pick it back up as an attack for later. So it's block, draw an attack card next turn, which is very cool. I think that this response makes this card so sick, and the fact that this is her best card and it's not close. Of the fact that this is a 5 mid for 8 that you always get to block the lows.
Yeah.
I think this card's very cool. And the art's so sick. If we made another cut, it'd be Canister to a 2 of. We could cut Spirit Sword Ultimate to a 1 of. If we really wanted to. Because, I mean, I like Absorbed Energy Strike. What uses momentum here?
Right now it's mainly Canister Creation for Canister Creation is the actual damage towards for momentum. Everything else is EX or utility on Airy and Broken Psyche.
I mean, then maybe the idea of we put Canister back up to the 3 Absorbed down to a 1, and you could just sideboard more copies. When Absorbed is better, you just maybe cut the Ultimate and a Lightning Rod. Whenever you're fighting Amajiki proper, right?
Yeah.
And then this is back to where it is. Look at our difficulty line. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're killing Spirit Sword Ultimate altogether. We have to get our 5 discs down.
Yeah. That's also the only bummer I have building attack lineups for good right now, especially for Bubble Girl, is all the really cool attacks end up being 5 diffs. And then it's neat utilities on the 4 diffs.
I mean, it might even be to the point of we're supposed to cut the calorie counter as well and just play another Absorbed Energy Strike. I know that's crazy because it's a low block versus high block, but this being a forever 4 diff versus this being sometimes a 4 diff is a big deal, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. And then maybe we find. I mean, we could take this Canister back down to the 2 of because of the fact that counterattack is like so good on offense. Like this is an 8 damage move for free, right? Like
Yeah.
and we swap a 5 diff for a 5 diff, and you still get to do the cool thing with canister. It's just not like all the time, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Okay, on to foundations. Let's look at our block zones. Okay. Let's refresh and click block zones and see what's up.
Yeah, there's just so many cool foundations now, and with canister, I'm just like, I can't stop myself from being like, well, this is a good utility foundation to just have.
Yo, Defiance Steps is tight in our character. Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other card.
Whoa.
I just get free Bubble Girl enhances.
Whoa.
I almost forgot.
So this isn't gonna do anything, but I'm gonna kill Fruit Tart because like we're just trying to cut numbers, and I think you're not like you don't have like a broken high block to block with, right? Like we're not playing Showdown. We're not playing.
It's like just absorbed energy strike, really.
Yeah. And like that's fine, but I feel like, we're looking.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like there's so many cool things. I'm like, I don't want to cut it, but I gotta cut something. Because like Fruit Tart's a good card, and I like having the mix-up option on offense too.
Yeah. I mean, the really easy answer is like practical just goes down to a 2 of we kill the Lost in Thought, even though it works really well with Lightning Rod. We just got other things going on with it, right?
Yeah.
Like other ways to mess with that card. New training down to a 2 of, and then we're fine. High block wise, I mean 19's a little low. We can like maybe put some more stuff back later.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's like put the practical back up by 1. Or even like put new training method back up by 1 because it lets you build in your 3 diffs for free. Because like playing new training method, guaranteeing you play bubble distraction on turn 1 because you're playing a 2 check is like very good. Onto the lows. Your finished is high value is great. Your finished, these are all good. Steadfast Resolve is my only one that I'm a little iffy on. I think a 1 of is great. I think a 1 of is totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think because when I played Bubble Gold before, we still had self-sacrifice, and it felt good as a way to kind of turn those committed foundations with Bubble Gold into damage. But
our goal is that we're not going to have committeds, right?
Right.
Our goal is just Defiant Stance to do the thing, which is why I don't like Small and Limber either. Like, I don't want Small and Limber. I don't want Kindling the Flame. There's just too many cool ways to re-ready your stuff. Like why would I play Kindle the Flames? I'll put it in the sideboard so we can still talk about it. Why would I play Kindle the Flames when I can play Refreshing Blend? Or Refreshing Blend. Right? This is just like a better version, and your character gets momentum. Your character just gets momentum. Prints it. Resistance training is super neato. I do think that instead of something like resistance training, because I get that maybe we play resistance training. I'm gonna cut fan favorite actually. Fan favorite is gone.
Okay.
And in its place is Raid in the Villain Hideout. This is the other 3 diff that you need. You just have to play this one.
Right, this is like for the damage pump and the utility block stuff.
Correct. 100%. You just like you have to play this one in order for your character like even potentially deal damage. Like on your lightning rods need to not be 4 damage. They need to be 6. Right? Saying that you get the free momentum off Rejuvenate Smash is incredible. Infiltrate, like all of these, like just getting +2 damage. It also says that whenever you do hit, resistance is better because you can just discard on their turn and say your thing gets more stats, or just discard on yours and it's better. So there is an idea where we leave this where it is, and we play like we maybe like increase our attack count by 2. And play like a 70 card list that does the thing because of the fact that we've got draw power here. We have draw power, add an attack here. We have draw power here. we have draw power here.
Yeah.
Like symbol of peace being like, I will also draw power here. Symbol of peace saying like, you played 3 attacks, I'll do this and draw 3 cards. 2 of them were an attack, 1 of them was a foundation. That's incredible sculpting. Like this card just sculpts for you, and then you get to block with the rest of it, right? Block with whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very, very solid. The other idea is that like we cut some more mid blocks, and you leave it at the 20. Things like Curious could be a 2 of. We could take Referee Jury and bring it down to the 1 of, because we're also playing Symbol of Peace. Just to like cut our action count a little bit, and you just like in the matchups where Symbol doesn't work, you just sideboard the other juries, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is 66 with 20 in a 7-hander. This is not a big deal.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it going either way. I think it's just gonna like, I guess it would come down to like how often do I want to see like specific attacks more.
Yeah,
like
that's
if
fair.
I want to just like see the rods and the invisible infiltrations more, or versus like buffing up, I don't know, like Canister or something.
The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to a 2 of. I'm going to put the Surprising Skill to a 3 of. Surprising Skill is better than keeping area safe right now, strictly because of Vast Hybrid Chimera Kraken. And you'll thank me later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright.
There is also an idea. Let's get custom with it. Every single one of these, every single symbol that shares with Defiant Stance is also allowed to just do this. And so now instead of playing rating, we just play like 2 copies of training weights to get our stats. And so like training weights and Defiant Stance, if you don't need the speed off of Bubble Girl, is just like, hey, here's free damage. Here's 3 free damage across the turn that you didn't do anything with. I will commit weights. I'll commit Defiant Stance. Defiant Stance will ready. I will ready back my weights. I'll commit weights. So on 2 attacks, you just get an extra 3.
Feels good. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, because I think that these are like, I definitely forgot like training weights, and getting damage is definitely always the hard part with Bubble Girl.
Yeah.
On good especially.
These 3 symbols are definitely going to now be training weight symbols, for sure. Because like training weights is like a crazy card, and the fact that your deck gets momentum for free, like it prints it for free with Lightning Rod, Absorbed Energy Strike, you discard a momentum with training weights to re-ready it as well. So like whenever you find your big long Lightning Rod strings, like after the 3rd one, Lightning Rod's now a 7 damage move, right? Yeah. But they all scale crazy, and you can, and after you've used your Defiant Stance twice, you just Invisible Infiltration it away and then bring it back. And then you can use it twice again. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. That's very good. I want to cut these Curious About quirks. Okay. This card is very good. And if you feel like you're not drawing enough, maybe we can look at putting it back.
I think part of the reason, because that was actually something I added later, but it was because after goldfishing a bit, I realized with Canister is turning the Lightning Rod at Foundations into 1s, right? So I needed more 1s to go off of.
You do need more 1s. Okay, and I've cut a bunch of 1s, huh? I cut so many.
This is, I'll be honest, this happened, my first build also had so few 1s, and then I was like, I guess I need a few more 1s.
Nice. We kill the Fruit Tart. That's gone. I wish we could play it, but we just can't. Bubble Distraction goes down to a 3 of. If you have a 2 diff, you can just swap it out with this.
Yeah.
We're gonna put, what are my numbers at? 19. I mean, we just like slam Practical because it's just more Deadlock. 7, 21, 25, 21. Difficulty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 4th of your deck is ones now. Let's say a foundation. Build one foundation. Okay, so we can't build training weights. That'd be kind of silly. There is an idea where like we kill like one of these and like slam in like another curious about quirks or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Or like we cut the rating hideout, but man, I maybe we don't need rating if we have the training weights, right? So we do that.
I think I'm
do
fine
this.
with the one. I think I'm fine with the one rating still, just because I like the discard out for rejuve.
Boop. Where_wub. Where wub? Future from is fame spam. I don't think we're putting Godzilla cards in our deck at the moment.
Yeah. I'm not stressing about Godzilla right now. Mostly because I'm like, I got so many other decks to build with that stuff.
Man, I still want to cut 2 cards. My brain is telling me it's supposed to be one of these Defiant stances, but I think it's just too good of our character.
Mm-hmm.
It might be just like the high values. Just be like a little lesser. No, but it's a 1-def. Fuck!
I don't know. Maybe we just add in the 1 attack.
I guess. That doesn't make me feel very good. I mean, it's just another canister. To like go swap out for our turn our whatevers to whatevers.
Yeah.
69 and 30% attacks. It's a little light on attacks, but with things like rescue, counterattack, be able to block and then pick back up and rejuvenating smash, be able to draw cards, it might be enough.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just gonna either take a spin and see how it feels.
Yeah. Sorry I can't get it a little cleaner.
It's okay. I was having a tough time with it too.
I mean, it might even be like this card's very cool, but like since we've got things like training weights, it's like better just to kill this one, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, we'll cut it. I feel yucky to cut, but it did bring us down by 1. Maybe Broken Psyche could also go down to the 1 of. Okay, 67 and 21 is super livable. This is acceptable. Okay, try it with this. Try it with this and see if you're missing stuff.
Right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
Nah, man. It looks good. This is way better than where I had it, and I was struggling to make cuts and stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Stay on the line long enough for me to choose the list, and thanks for the support on Patreon, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.